What if you were laid off, but still paid your full salary for 5 years without stepping into the office? That's exactly the offer reportedly made by Dangote Refinery to disgruntled workers in the PENGASSAN dispute, an astonishing proposal that speaks volumes about mistrust, cost, and desperation behind industrial conflict. What we know, the offer, and its context. The offer. During negotiations, sources say Dangote offered to pay sacked workers their salaries for 5 years, even if they did not return to work. Essentially, a leave with pay plan. The condition, they would not be allowed anywhere near the refinery due to fears of possible sabotage. Government representatives at the negotiation table reportedly objected that this would be a heavy financial burden. Dangote maintained it was preferable to risking internal disruption. Union rejection. PENGASSAN declined the offer. Instead, the union pushed for redeployment of the affected workers to other entities within the Dangote Group, maintaining productivity and dignity rather than having workers stay home on payroll. According to the union's general secretary, Lumumba Okugbava, negotiation is about mutual agreement, not which option was initially proposed. The trigger and broader dispute. The sacking itself stemmed from Dangote's allegations of sabotage and operational risk, claiming repeated safety and integrity issues by some staff. PENGASSAN responded by ordering withdrawal of gas and crude supply to the refinery and pushing for a nationwide strike. Government intervention followed with reconciliation efforts and mediation to resolve the standoff. Why the offer is surprising and significant. It signals deep distrust. Offering salaries without work suggests Dangote's leadership believed that returning the sacked workers would still pose a threat, either to security, sabotage, or internal rivalries. It's not just compensation, it's containment. It raises the stakes for union strategy. By proposing a pay-for-quiet model, the management tried to change the terms of negotiation altogether. The union rejecting it underscores that worker dignity and active deployment matter, not just money alone. Financial and moral risk. Paying idle salaries over 5 years is a huge financial liability. The offer may have been a strategic pressure test to see how far the union would bend. It exposes the power of the supply chain. Because the refinery is critical, Dangote may have believed it could absorb the cost to prevent further disruption to national energy supply and avoid bigger losses. What this could mean if enacted. If, hypothetically, the offer had been accepted or a variation of it implemented, here's what might have played out. Payroll burden. Dangote would carry salary obligations without productivity, tying up capital. Precedent. Other firms or sectors might see this as a model during disputes, potentially destabilizing labor norms. Workforce morale. Those working might see resentment. Those unpaid may feel passive rather than purpose-driven. Sabotage fears tempered. The management's rationale is partially addressed, albeit at a cost. Public and investor perception. Some might praise it as generous. Others condemn it as a bizarre corporate strategy. Broader lessons and risks. Leadership and negotiation. When corporate leaders feel compelled to make extreme offers, it suggests weak relationships, trust deficits, or breakdown in engagement. Union dynamics. A union's decision to reject easy money in favor of work shows how labor doesn't always prioritize pay over principle. Industry and national implications. Energy and refinery sectors in Nigeria are especially volatile. Actions in one giant like Dangote ripple across the national energy economy. Moral and political accountability. Who watches the watchers? If giant companies can propose paying non-work salaries, questions about governance, transparency, and public interest arise. What to watch going forward? Whether Dangote or PENGASSAN revisit this or a similar offer in future negotiations. How redeployment, the agreed path, is implemented. Whether it respects location, role, and dignity. The financial disclosures. Will costs and liabilities show up in Dangote's reports? Broader sector cases. Will other firms adopt radical stay-on-payroll offers in disputes? Legal angle. Any judicial or regulatory oversight citing this in labor rulings. Final thoughts. Dangote's proposal to pay sacked workers full salary for 5 years without work was not just an extreme negotiating tactic. It laid bare the depth of mistrust, the weight of potential sabotage fears, and the fragility of Nigeria's labor management relationships. While PENGASSAN rejected it, the fact such an offer was put on the table is telling. In high-stakes industrial conflicts, money alone can't resolve conflicts rooted in trust, control, and identity. This story will resonate long after this dispute is settled because it challenges the assumptions of work, value, and power in Nigeria's corporate world.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this update and want to stay informed with fast, reliable news, don't forget to subscribe to Newsflash 360. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a story. Your next headline is just seconds away.